You guys hear that? You guys hear that? That's peak fiction that you're hearing. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, after all these years of waiting, of not reading the manga, even though I wanted to, because I know once season 2 hits, it's gonna be great. And now it's here. Peak fiction, ladies and gentlemen. Peak fiction. Cinema. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. The episode is out already, Kushal. I mean, I have it in front of me. How's it going, Alfine? So hyped? I am hyped as well. This season will be amazing, I'll tell you that right now. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. I'm just gonna wait for this song to end because... Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Vinland Saga is pretty good, yo. Ah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. You know what's also good? It's good to be finally live streaming a reaction to an anime that I am completely blind to. Like Chainsaw Man, I've already read the manga. Nier, I've already played the game. Now granted, the Chainsaw Man manga is currently ongoing, but Vinland Saga. Oh, I'm so excited. What's the song from? It's the song that plays when Ashklad dies. Just saw the episode. Can't wait for your reaction. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you, Thomas. Oh man. So, what am I expecting from season 2? A lot, actually. Finland season 1 is one of the very few shows that I've ever given like a straight 10 out of 10. I think it's one of the best shows ever made. I think it's one of the best directed anime that I've seen. From its cinematic angles, its direction, its characters, the story, the dialogue, the atmosphere, how you're so engrossed in it. How you just feel like the warmth of the fire and like the coldness of the air. Like it's a magical feeling. I really love season 1 of Vinland Saga a lot. And knowing that most of the staff, the directors, the music composers are still back and they're here to deliver more, just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. So, what am I expecting from season 2? Well, I mean, I know one thing, that's for sure. Because every manga reader kept talking about it and they can't stop yapping about it. Oh, it's the farmland arc. It's the farmland arc. Oh boy, anime onlys have no idea we're gonna be farming in Minecraft today. That's all I know. And that is all I know. And like a time skip maybe for a couple of years into the future, but that's like a given. Like, like if you just end the prologue, Thorfinn just lost his goal, his achievement, whatever you want to call it, of killing Askeladd. And honestly, I'm one of I don't know about you guys. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but because I know a lot of people don't really like Thorfinn in season 1. I really liked Thorfinn in season 1, like a lot. Like I thought he was a pretty damn well written character in season 1. Like Thorfinn's character would not work if not for Askeladd, and Askeladd's character would not work if not for Thorfinn. Like they both complement each other. And like the whole idea of Thorfinn's character in season 1 was basically, by the way, I don't know how long I'm gonna be gushing about season 1 before we start season 2. Like this, like if you're watching this, I haven't done any content for season 1 at all on the channel, so might as well just let out all I know and my feelings for season 1 before we go into season 2, so all of you can have expectations to what my reactions are gonna be. But Thorfinn in season 1 is a character that is lost, right? He doesn't know what he is. He doesn't know what to do, right? He is a character that only has like one aim, and that is to kill Askeladd. And after that, he has no plan whatsoever, right? That is his entire arc in season 1. And the way it is done is kind of like a deconstruction of a character's journey, right? Of the hero's journey, because Thorfinn is a character that is throughout season 1. It's like he is entrapped in this shell, right? And that shell is Askeladd, and he needs to break free of that shell, right? In order for him to grow, to mature, and to move on, right? So what happens when that shell gets broken free, but not by Thorfinn, but by somebody else? Right, it almost felt unearned for Thorfinn. Right, it almost feels like, why did you steal my victory? Why did you steal away my objective? Right, like he felt so lost to it. But that is exactly what he needed. He needed to understand that his goal is meaningless. He needed to understand that his goal was pointless. So when that final episode hits, and Askeladd just straight up just says to Thorfinn, dude, what are you gonna do when I die? Do you have a plan? You don't you? Move on. You're the son of Thor's. Go to places that he has never seen before. That is your true fight. That was just inspiring. And that just goes to show like how well written Thorfinn and Askeladd's character is. Like the people who says like Thorfinn is one-dimensional in season 1 completely misses the point of Thorfinn's character in season 1. Like he is that way because it is that is his obstacle to go through. So now it's a matter of, well, how do you move on? You never achieve your objective. Right? You never kill Askeladd. So what do you do? What do you do? I am so excited for season 2. I am so excited for season 2. One of my favorite manga arcs of all time. So glad it's getting adapted and we are getting to see it in all its glory. Deb, I am glad you enjoyed that arc of the manga. I am really excited as an anime only to experience what all of you have experienced before. This is exciting. I can't wait. Let's just dive into season 2, episode 1. So, if this is your first time here, there will be a timer. It's gonna be 5 seconds. And once it's 0, you press play, I press play, and we should all be in sync. The version that I have has the opening logos on it because this is like the bicycle logo that they used to do. I mean this was in season 1 as well. So if your version is different, then you don't have to sync up with the timer. You can always sync up with the footage. If you don't like that stuff, you don't like syncing up with the footage, syncing up with the timer or whatever, don't worry. There's a full picture-in-picture version that I will be editing and I will be putting in the description below once the stream is over. So that's going to take a couple of hours. But if you're one of those people who don't like to sync up with the timer and whatnot, there is an alternative in the description once the stream is over. Okay, so once again, rules. No manga spoilers. I'm an anime only. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's jump into Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 1. Timer starts now. And of course, we will be live discussing the episode after. Oh, we're jumping straight into the opening. Ooh. Well, this is a vibe. The knife. Death. Dragging, drop down. Dragging to the depths. Transitions into the crown. The bloodied crown, okay. Canute. Holy shit, Canute. This opening, though. Ashklad. Slave. Right, shackles. This opening is a fucking banger, dude. Yabutsa-san. A weapon. Contradicting the original, contradicting Thor's whole ideal of no true warrior, needs a weapon. And or talking about farming. Love this music playing in the back. Like the tone setting that they are setting right now, it's lifeless, no eyes. Wow. The bloodied hands of the father. Putting it into the soul, into the son. As if that is their burdens to bear. Even though that should not be the case. Slave, episode 1. And who is this? Einar. I should be taking notes. Training for battle. No, this must be the dude from like the end of the prologue, right? The one in the boat? Same hair? Red hair? Hmm. Oh wow, look at this! Looks beautiful. Starting off similar to season 1 in terms of like, we're introducing a character who wants to fight. Happy village life. Father dies. So something bad is gonna happen. Ah, oh, this music by Yutaka Yamada is excellent. And there it is. Fuck, they're gonna die. Die or get captured and be turned into slaves or raped. Shot. No, no, don't go back. Don't go back. Focusing on the red flowers. Great use of lighting. Go. Go, yeah, go. As long as you're alive, there's still hope. What a way to make me fully invested in this character already. Like, we just met this character, and I am fully invested. Einar. Slave. Episode title. The single tree staying... Wow, the symbolism. The last tree that did not burn. As long as you're alive, there's still hope. But that hope is fueled with vengeance. Music ramps up. Burning desire, wants revenge, wants vengeance. That's all he has. Wow, that shot is incredible. Great way to represent the darkness within his mind at that very moment. For on a barren land withers with neither bark nor leaf, so too close, so too does the man loved by none. Why should he live a long life? Oh, what an intro. And here we are, the end of the prologue. Right, this is the boat. Similar tune that they played in season 1. This music that they're playing. Like this slow howling in the back. Damn. The sadness in his eyes. Make sure the goods are still good. That's all they are. Items sold for slavery. Wow, spiraling out of control. Great representation using the waves. Yeah, this is the same music in season 1. Wow. Making them look presentable. Right. And he runs away. Oh, these background arts are beautiful. But you can't run away. All of the shadows in their faces. As if there's no hope. His eyes is just slowly losing, like you see him progress to, to become more and more lifeless, especially in the eyes. Yeah. Way to hammer down the fact that there is no hope for you, right? Don't have anywhere to go to. Wow. Wow, as long as I obediently serve. Leave? Leave? He's wearing the... Leaf must be searching for Thorfinn. He's searching for him. Yeah, wow. And knowing that there's obviously a time skip, it's wow. Oh, that kind of hit me, not gonna lie. Like someone actually showing empathy towards him. Like that simple tap in his arm. And you can see his like his eyes slowly like wow. He becomes a lot more livelier here than he was before. Oh. Whoa. Even though he is a slave, the fact that he is going to be working on a farm, he thinks of home. Wow. Shit, I'm tearing up. Fuck you, Vinland. Making me cry because of a fucking farm. Never be free again. Wow, that breeze, that small taste of freedom. This music playing in the back as well, just swelling everything up in emotion. It's what was the point of living anymore? Oh my god. And that is how they met. Thorfinn was already a slave to begin with. Of course, we see this in the trailer. A good master. We'll see about that. So far, he seems alright. Of course, he knows. He knows. Because of Leaf. Holy shit, this season is gonna be great. It's gonna be a great season, isn't it? I am ready. Oh, look at that. The infinite forest, the vast potential for them to work on. Oh, these lyrics. Oh, episode preview for episode 2. Kettle's farm. Finland making me fucking cry again. Fuck off. Fuck you, Finland. Here we go again. Here we go again. Another reaction where I cry. Here we go again. It's only the first episode. Yeah, okay. 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 Wow. The only notes that I wrote is Einar, emotional, and Kettle. That's all I wrote. That's all I wrote. Wow, what an episode. What an amazing start to season 2. Wow. 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 Hang on. Stop this recording. Okay. Wow. That was a beautiful first episode, by the way. So many good shots. That opening, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna talk about the ending in a minute as well. Man, Vinland Saga is back. Oh, what? Nah, give me a second. Give me a second. I need to grab some tissues. Give me a second. Okay. Whew. What did I say in the beginning? Peak fiction. Absolute kinography. Cinematic masterpiece. Now, this episode is without its faults. I'm gonna... You know what? Let's talk about some of the negatives first. Because there are, like, a few. Mostly nitpicks. And then we're just gonna jump straight into all of the positive stuffs. I do think that some of the character models are slightly off. But it's mostly like, you know, when we have like wide shots. Hang on. Let's just put my notes over there. So, but yeah, mostly wide shots where we see like a lot of characters, or the characters are really small and like far away. Like there's some obvious off models here and there, but that's all I notice in terms of like things that may irk me a bit. Like that's pretty much it. Everything else is great. There was a shot where Einar was running away, I think. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. But like shots like this, I think like some of the characters are like slightly off model. Like they look kind of goofy, but you know, like they're in the background. It's not really, you know, it's not like a deal breaker or anything. It's just something that I notice, and that's pretty much it when it comes to like negatives. Running animation could be better, and also like where was it? Like here. Like she is just standing and not moving, but that's it. That's basically it. Like everything else, like the direction of this episode, the story that this episode covers and everything. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Ah, it is beautifully done. It is beautifully done. That is How I Met Your Mother vibes. You're talking about like the like this part, and that is How I Met Your Thorfinn. Wow, what an amazing start. Music wise, I'm glad that they used some of the music from season 1. Like immediately, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the music. That's the music when they played when this happened and that happened. Like it was pretty obvious. Some new songs as well. Like. It's so far everything is going exactly as I expected it to be, and I have pretty high expectations because, you know, again, like season 1 of Vinland is one of the very few shows that I gave a 10 out of 10. Like, if anything, if the story in season 2 is better than season 1, then I think this is probably gonna be another 10 out of 10. If like, hey, if the first episode already made me emotionally invested in all of this, then I am all in. I am all in. Jelly says, as I told you, man, this season is the best. The character development of some characters is just perfect. I'm already in love with Einar. Like he is such a well introduced character. Like the way, like this is just, I mean, call it what you will, emotional manipulation. I don't care. It got me. Einar's like, hey, I'm a person who is living a happy life. I have my family. My father died. I have a home to protect, and then that home got taken away. Right? Bandits or Vikings or whatever's came in, destroys his entire home. Everything got taken from him, right? Everything got taken from him, right? Like, this is way worse than Thorfinn in a way, right? With Thorfinn, there is a home that he has to go, whereas with Einar, there isn't. And that is oh my god, I'm just, there's a lot of things that just goes into my head right now. Like what I just said, the fact that Einar and Thorfinn just met, right? Probably gonna be best friends, right? If we're being honest here, right? They could just be like great friends and whatever, right? And they can bond, but there is a clear difference between the two. Thorfinn has a place to go back to. He has a lot of people searching for him. You have Leif, Helga, right? Ylva. Like Thorfinn has a family waiting for him. Right? I mean, granted, we don't know what fate those, his mother and sister, is currently, their current state or whatever. I think his mother was like sick or something in season 1. I think they kind of talk about it a bit, like Leif talked about it. But like, again, Thorfinn has a place to go to. Thorfinn has a home that he can go back to. Einar does not. Einar does not have a place to go back to. And I think that's what made me emotionally, I think that's what hit me the most, right? Because Einar has no place to go. So when Einar finally got to this place, right, this farm, right, even if he was sold as a slave, but when he saw this farm, this entire place filled with like all of these grains and this beautiful pastures, right? It reminds him of home, the home that he once lost. So now the question is can he make this his new home? Obviously for Thorfinn that may not be the case, because Thorfinn again has a place to go back to. Thorfinn has people searching for him. Einar does not. So he looks at this, right? And he thinks to himself, this could be home. I could make this work. But what if it doesn't, right? At the end of the day, he is still a slave, right? So how is he going to be free from all of this? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. And seeing Einar's face from like this happy-go-lucky, like young male to the feeling of like utter like despair and like all hope is lost. Can't go anywhere. Forever a slave, right? Lifeless eyes. But then this happened. Leaf, even though Leaf did not buy him or anything, right? Leaf touches his arm and says, I'm sorry. And you can immediately see like he was surprised by this. Like, whoa. Somebody's showing empathy to me. Like, he probably has not, like, I don't know how long, like he is being sold, right? But throughout that entire time, he must have never got like this kind of interaction before. Like someone actually genuinely caring for him, right? And showing like, hey, I'm sorry. I can't buy you, but I'm sorry. And he knows that Leaf, the way he said it, there's pain in his voice, right? I'm sorry. Firmly grabs him and lets go. Walks away. Does not look behind. And sorry to have bothered you. Alone, he walks. He's walking around looking for his relative. Whoever he's looking is one lucky guy. And that's the other issue. Thorfinn doesn't know this. Thorfinn doesn't know that he is a lucky person, right? He doesn't consider it. I mean, again, it's been like a couple of years, so we don't know his true mindset from where he was at the end of season 1, right? He was willing to let all of that go. Like he was about to leave with Leaf at the end of season 1, but he said no. My objective is somewhere else. I need to defeat Ashklad. And then he never achieved that objective in the first place. What he wanted was taken away from him, so now his life is truly aimless. He abandoned Leaf in order to kill Ashklad, but he never got to do it in the first place. And look at his eyes. Lifeless. Slave. Only doing it by the books. There's rules, right? You go do this, you go do that, do what master told you. He obeys. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting at. Compare that to Einar, who was like surprised, right? Like there's still emotion left in him. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I mean, I already talked about like how beautiful the art is. Like some of the artwork, the use of lighting, shading, just well done. It's all just well done. The single tree. Where is it? like the single tree that is still alive, where everything else is burning, right? Obvious symbolism to Einar, right? So no matter what happens, if you live, there is still hope. And this shot, woo, woo. Now that's anger. That is anger. Reminds me a lot of that shot from Sangatsu no Lion from episode 1, where everything just goes black and white and everything is just all jagged and all like full on evocative, full on emotion. And we see ever so deeper into his mind how dark it has become. But after years or months, again, don't know how long, of him being a slave, it almost seems like his life is just gone. Wow. I'm assuming this guy is Kettle, right? Because next episode is called Kettle's Farm and he just bought him, so I'm assuming this guy is Kettle. I don't know how good you are, dear sir. You seem like a good person, right? The way you talk, the way you speak, the way you say, hey, how about you join my farm, right? And the way he seemingly treats Thorfinn or whatever, it doesn't seem like there's any animosity. It doesn't feel like there's, you know how sometimes when you see like your typical slave owner or whatever, they go, hey, you know, like shouting and whatever, like there's a very like belittling demeanor from them. I don't sense that from him, at least from like our first introduction to him. So I don't know if he is just putting on a farce, right? Just to showcase to Einar, like, hey, I'm a good person. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Again, I don't know. At least that's the kind of vibe, right, that I'm getting. We're still on episode 1. We still have a long ways to go. Like, this is 24 episodes. So, but yeah. I wonder if this person is also a slave. This guy on the left. But yeah, but like the way this person is like, hey, take a look at my farm, you know, like he you know, there's a slight positive energy from him. At least from you know, like this first episode, like first impressions or whatever, right? It could be a tactic. It could be a tactic to lure, you know, like these slaves that he just bought, you know, into like a sense of shit, what's the word I'm looking for? A sense of security, right? Like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. He's a good person, right? But again, we don't know. Too early to judge. Man. So good. It's so good. I love this episode so much. I love how they made us feel for this new character. I agree. Einar is an Englishman. He did mention it, right? Or did I just misremember? But okay, good to know. Good to know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna write that down. Maybe it'll become important in the future, right? Because again, like Vinland Saga is a story that not only talks about its characters, but it also talks about faith. It also talks about ethnicity and you know, like the different nations and whatever, right? Ashgalad being a Welshman, half Welshman, and of course you have Canute with all of his talk of religion and faith. Where is it? Einar, Englishman. So I'm really curious to see like where season 2 is gonna go in terms of that route, because like the faith stuff in season 1 is something that caught me by surprise, and I really love it in season 1, right? Because like in season 1 it was it was mostly like the Canute stuff, right? When Canute was like, it was the Canute stuff and the stuff with the priest where he was talking about like, you know, like what is the true meaning of love, and love is, and whatever. In that episode when Ashkalat just straight up murders an entire village and that one person stays alive and questions about his like her faith in God and whatever. I'm really curious to see where they're gonna go with that in season 2. Like what kind of topic they're gonna bring in. Because I'm really curious and I am really interested in that aspect of the story. Both the OP and the ED are so good. Yep, we're gonna talk about the OP and ED in a minute. There's a lot of chat that I missed though, so I'm kind of Shanika says, I wonder if Einar will tell Thorfinn. Einar probably wants to stay where he is, but if he tells him about leave, Thorfinn will muck it up. The conflict, yeah. My guess is Einar's gonna keep that to himself for a while, right? He's probably gonna tell Thorfinn in the future that, hey, somebody's looking for you or whatever, but he's probably gonna keep that to himself for a while. Because these two need to bond. These two need to bond, become best friends, become accustomed to each other. Because if Thorfinn knew, Thorfinn may leave. But again, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Like Thorfinn's character is an enigma, which is why I love him. Because again, like you cannot fully predict where he's gonna go, right? Because in season 1, he was about to leave again. Like I said, he was about to leave with Leaf. And then he said, nope, I'm going to go to Ashkalat, and then Ashkalat dies, and then he never returned to Leaf, and now we are here, right? So, Thorfinn could just straight up don't care at all, right? He could just straight up don't care at all. But if he does, and I am sure that he does, I am 100% sure that he does, he just needs convincing. He needs to be convinced that what he is thinking is correct, right? Because Thorfinn always has this doubt of whether or not what he's doing is right or wrong. We shall see. We shall see. I felt sad for Einar's sister. She was kind of cute. Yo. Matt, am I a manga reader? No, I am not, Comic X. I am a anime only. I think by reading the episode, the video title where I say blind reaction and the description where I explicitly say that I am an anime only, should give you an answer to that. Did you know that the first half of the episode and Einar's flashback is original from the director? Doesn't exist in the... Oh, wait, Jelly. So all of this where Einar's talking to his mom and his sister and everything is anime original. Very interesting. I mean, Vinland Saga season 1 has a lot of anime original scenes and almost anime original episodes, right? I think it was episode, what was it, 5 or something, where we have all that, where we have this stuff with like Thorfinn in the forest alone and training up and trying to beat Askeladd for the first time and whatever. Like I remember realizing that is actually anime only, and a lot of manga readers were like, it's filler, and I'm like, what? But it's good though. So I am curious how manga readers feel about this now that I know that this is anime original. But as someone who is an anime only, I think all of this enhances my experience, because I would not be feeling how I feel if not for these like first couple of minutes. Yeah, after the death of Askeladd, the next chapter start is where Einar is on the boat. I would imagine that is so, considering where the end of the prologue ended. Love the fact that Einar, being a normal father, a normal farmer for his whole life, was unable to fight despite having the body of a warrior. Ooh, I like that as well. I like that as well, actually. Like there's a clear juxtaposition in like his physical attribute and what he does and what he wants to do, right? And it is completely different from Thorfinn. Like it is almost the complete polar opposite, right? Thorfinn does not have the body of a warrior, but Thorfinn wants to be one. Like if you look at it, like Einar and Thorfinn are just like opposites. And as you know, opposites usually complement each other. So I'm really curious to see this relationship go. People are really crying over the animation of this episode just because it's map. Wait, what? I mean, it is what it is. People can say whatever they want. I think direction-wise, this episode was incredible. Again, like I did mention, like in the beginning, like there are a few wonky shots, but like that's it. Really, those are like a couple of seconds compared to like 25 minutes. Where honestly, I'm just so engrossed with the story and the way they are able to convey that story in this episode was really good. So, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like I was about to comment about like Nier Automata, but I'm not gonna open that can of worms. After the death of I already read that. Fucking love those scenes. Yeah. These scenes are really good. Like this opening segment was really good. It is necessary. I think this is necessary for us to be attached to Einar again, as from an anime only perspective. Like I think it is necessary. I don't know how it is for manga readers, because if the manga immediately starts with this, I would assume that you get some flashback or backstory from Einar like later on in the manga. Like that's what I'm assuming. Like how do they handle that? And, like if this was anime original, then how do they handle like Einar's backstory and whatever? Like now I'm actually curious. Just saw a bunch of people thanking Mappa for this episode. It was movie story. Yeah. The storyboarding is always amazing. Like Vinland Saga always has good storyboarding. I think one thing that I and a couple of people agree on is that Vinland Season 1 straight up feels like a cinematic experience. Like I know some people say that Chainsaw Man is a cinematic experience. I get it. The storyboarding is a cinematic experience. But I mean like in terms of like the way it is like directed, like the atmosphere, and the way the dialogues are written, and the way the characters interact with one another, like that is like some real mature shit. I mean, granted, it is a seinen, so. The scene with the slaves being like treated like they're items, right? Almost like dolls or whatever, right? Oh, you wanna take good care of your items, right? Your precious commodities, right? Better make sure it's as good as it looks, right? Because you don't want to sell like bad looking things, like they have to like use makeup, like do they have lipstick in the past? I don't know. But like you can clearly tell like they use like a lot of like makeup or whatever to to make them look more artificially better, right? So that they can, so it can attract more like buyers, which is fucked up and terrible, but just makes you feel bad. It just makes you, the audience, just feel disgusted, like ugh. And I like that. I like the fact that the show does not shy away from it. Like, yeah, no shit, slavery. It's a bad thing. But I like the way that, I like how the show handles it. I like how the show is like portraying it. Like how, fucked up, disgusting it is. which is why I am curious to see this whole dynamic between this person, Einar, and Thorfinn, like this servant master dynamic. Like, I want to know, right? Because it also ties back to one of the themes of season 1, right? Where Thorfinn is technically a slave to Ashkelon, right? Even though he could leave if he wants to, but he doesn't. So not only is Thorfinn a slave to Ashkelon in a way, but he is also a slave to his own desires, right? Everybody is a slave to something, right? Everybody is a slave to their own desires and whatever. You know, if it was Wit, they will overuse the makeup team like the Marvel movie, and I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that at all. I don't think Wit overly use it in season 1. So that's fine. I don't even remember Studio Wit like overly using, you know, that style in season 1. But I get it. I love that it's just the first episode and we already got the feel of the story, which is Vinland Saga. Yeah. Speaking of, let's actually go back and let's talk about this opening, and then we're gonna talk about this about the ED. This opening, though, holy shit! Fire, similar to ED1 with Thorfinn holding the torch, right, and it transitions to him. Goes to the trees, the wood axe. So that's Thorfinn. A bunch of nature. Einar. Ooh, hello. Who is this? Who is this? I don't think this isn't supposed to be like Ylva or Helga, is it? Maybe this is Ketil's wife. Again, I'm still assuming that the guy who bought him is called Ketil. Or maybe another slave. Probably another slave. Now that I'm looking at it. I don't know, it's been a long while. Flame within his heart, flame within his eyes. The dagger in which Thorfinn lets go of. He lets go of the past. But even so... okay, wait a minute. So, dagger falls into the ocean. We cut from the dagger into Thorfinn. So, the dagger symbolizes Thorfinn, which is why Thorfinn is also sinking down into the ocean, into the bottom of the sea, right? And then hands, a lot of hands, death, skull, animation is great, consuming you, dragging you, deeper and deeper, blood. Blood transitions into the crown in which Knut is wearing, also blood stain, right? Because of what happened in season 1. Knut also on fire a bit, but it's also like revealing like another version of him, like a more darker version as he is about to put on the crown. Knut looks fucking... If somebody told me Knut will look like this, I would be no. Who is this? Knut got a fucking glow up. Holy shit, man. Knut is a straight up Giga Chat in season 2. Look at with the beard and everything. Oh my god. And the scar that was left in like from season 1, right? And the scar opening. Ooh. The scar opening, there's like a lot of like moles and whatever. So it almost symbolizes that the fact that the scar that he received is slowly corrupting him. Is that what I'm getting at? because we zoom into the scar and we see darkness, right? Boom. Crows. Thorfinn holding the many knives that he had in season 1. Best girl, Thorkel, Ashglad, smiling as ever, the chalice. Canute. Two sides of Canute. Well, I mean, we already see like two sides, but it's usually, but most of the characters are like, like, horizontally, side by side. But Canute is like up and down, so it's like, clearly showing like two different versions of Canute. I don't know who that is. We are going into this farm. That's the guy who bought Einar. These are all like scythes, right? Don't know who that is. Swords. Leaf. This is a horse. Don't know who that is, but he has like a slice in his forehead. Interesting. Girl again. Girl with the slave shackles. So most definitely a slave. And the shackle opens. Freedom. Don't know who that is. Unless that's also Thorfinn? Shatter the glass. Break free. Oh yeah, that's 100% Thorfinn. Like, that is 100% Thorfinn. So we're gonna get another time skip, I'm assuming. Oh no, I got spoiled. But yeah, this is like older. Wow. Older Einar and older Thorfinn. Okay. Vinland Saga Season 2. Goated director, by the way, highly underrated. So that was the OP. So the reflection of Thorfinn has a meaning only manga readers can understand it. Yeah, I would assume so. I can only speculate, right? Because the only thing that I can see is that Thorfinn is trying to break free of this ice, as if, like, again, like the analogy that I made very early on in the beginning of our discussion, right? Where I feel like Thorfinn is trapped inside a shell and he needs to break free of that shell. You can also attribute that shell into Thorfinn being encapsulated by ice, which could symbolize the fact that Thorfinn is stuck in that in like stuck in time, right? Like Thorfinn cannot grow. He has not grown, right? Because he is always stuck in this forever, he's always stuck forever inside this ice, so that's why he needs to break free. At least that's the way I am interpreting him breaking the ice. Okay, so ED time. The lyrics of this ED just brought me to tears. I'm not gonna listen to it again, but like it talks about like it talks about like freedom, slavery, all that stuff. So farm. A single bird flying openly to freedom, which could symbolize the fact that one of the two characters will achieve their freedom and then the other has to stay. And judging from the fact that Thorfinn is the main character, maybe Thorfinn is going to be the only one who is going to be able to break free of this of his slavery, whereas Einar either has to stay or something tragic happens to Einar. I mean, this is Vinland Saga, because so I'm expecting a lot of deaths also in season 2. Like the fact that we're just on a farm, you're not fooling me, Vinland Saga. Like just because they're on a farm doesn't mean they're safe. Starry Moon Night. This is the shed. This is the shed in the opening. Thorfinn about to go to sleep, but before he goes to sleep, he closes his eyes. He dreams seeing the farmland dried, destroyed, fire, and he sees his younger self burning, or at least the one causing the flames. Almost as if he feels guilt towards himself, actually. And then his younger self looks back at him. You are a monster. You did all of this. You burned that village. You helped all of these raids and banditry. Cries for help. I'm assuming this is Canute, because we see Blocky McBlockface. What was his name again? Shit. It's on the tip of my it's on the tip of my tongue. Why am I forgetting his name? You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Thor's Ashkelad laughing again. I don't know who that is. It kind of looks like Einar. No, not Bjorn. It's not Bjorn. Bjorn is Askeladd's second in command. I'm talking about the dude with whose facial structure looks like a fucking block. The guy that is like the head of the Viking. This dude on the right. Floki, there it is. Floki. Floki is the name that I was looking for. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. What do I think about the new episode? Great, masterful. Fucking cried. I was not expecting for me to shed tears, but I did. Thorfinn? Or somebody else? Because there's a cut. But Canute has a cut. But this is not Canute. Unless it is. I don't fucking know. I don't know who that is. Thorfinn? Time skip Thorfinn, maybe? Or somebody else. Again, I don't know. Like these character models are way too older, so I can't really put my finger on it. But Einar seems to be like screaming, right? Like trying to reach this person or whatever. No, I think it is Thorfinn though, because this whole ED is about Thorfinn sleeping and dreaming. He wakes up, the sun rises. Beautiful imagery. Oh yeah, 100%. It is Thorfinn. It is Thorfinn, 100%. And that is the ED. Wow. Beautiful first episode. Beautiful first episode. Once again, I think the direction is spot on. I think they hit the emotional beats perfectly. I am already invested in Einar. All the themes are hitting as hard as they can. Some hiccups in the animation here and there, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Like it's not like noticeably bad. And when I say hiccups, I mostly mean like a couple of seconds of like wide shots where the character like this shot again, where like some of the characters are like off model, but like that's it. So it doesn't really bother me as much. And because they're not like the main focus or whatever, like I don't mind it at all. So it is what it is. Great first episode. It will be interesting to see how both the protagonist Thorfinn and Einar will behave in different situations. Really looking forward to the next episode. I am really looking forward to the next episode as well. Really looking forward to the next episode. Really looking forward to see Einar and Thorfinn bonding and just knowing each other, and like also seeing like where Thorfinn stands currently, you know, in his like state of mind and whatnot. I am really looking forward to this. This has been great. It is exactly how I expect the season is gonna be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much it for my reaction and my discussion for Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 1. It is an incredible, incredible first episode. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction and my discussion as well. If you do, hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section if you have anything you want to say. Obviously, don't spoil the manga or whatever. Like, don't put hints like, if you're attached to this character, then you know, like don't do that, please. Thank you. But if you want to engage in discussions with me, go to the comment section. I would love to hear and read some of your thoughts. That is all from me. I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.